hello, namaste, sat sri akal. Welcome to the book launch of House of Milk and Cheese. I'm today your author, Marsdi Gill. I'm the author of this lovely book. It's called Letters from the Queen, available on Amazon right now. And you are tuning into the launch of my second book, House of Milk and Cheese, and listen in to see my book cover, hear my interview with very special people. I have guests today, and I will end with editorial reviews. And there is a raffle for two prizes. I will announce two winners. And the way to enter is simply by being here, listening, commenting. And at the end, you will enter the raffle. And I will, actually, before I move on, the prizes are an autographed copy of my brand new book is one of the prizes, and a souvenir like a coffee chai cup, but not Toffin Island. It's really on House of Milk and Cheese. So those are really two cool prizes. So you do want to stay here till the end. But first, to all the mothers out there who slog every day for their children and they put themselves last, they put everyone else first, and they go unappreciated at times. Or if you are one of those moms or you have one of them with you or in heaven, happy Mother's Day. And now a trailer for House of Milk and Cheese to get the party started. It was exactly a year ago. This was my plan. I was getting ready to launch this one, Letters from the Queen, and my plan was to go dark, tell nobody. And there was this one person. She's a little angel, and she guided me. She was there for me. She even gifted me this gift that I wear 24/7. And she's related to me through a boo of mine, but she's a dear friend, and she's was has really been there for me on all my important milestones, including my shadi. So Manu, I am so thrilled to have you with me. Welcome. All right, I can't hear you. So you know the how. Yes.
You would think after using Zoom for over a year, we know the technical things, but I still mess up every time.
I mess up more, so you're okay.
Yeah, well, it's good to be with you today. I keep saying someday you're going to be famous, so I want to be on your side. So I become famous too while you're becoming famous.
I'm famous with my friends. I'm not as famous as you, Manu.
That's where it starts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I have Manu, and who is sitting 5 hours away from me, but 5 seconds from me is Ali. Oh, we changed the order. Hi, Ali. People can see you, and this is not odd at all, right? Because we are not text messaging each other. Video is an upgrade.
I do want to know where the kids are while you both are on video calling.
So my oldest, he is 11, so he's showing some teenage signs, and he's like he respects his privacy, and I respect his privacy. So he's behind a shut door of his bedroom, but he's tuned in. He's my fan. I'm
Yeah.
famous with him.
Yeah.
And then I have Dua. Come say hi. You can say hi. It's okay. You can bring your. She has her headphones. She's wired, and she's sitting right here. She's encouraging her mommy. Say hi. Yeah, you can go back to your headphones then.
Hi.
And we wired the third one too.
You
He is
have
also
something
too.
to do.
So yeah, that's here we are. So you guys ready to see my book cover?
Yes, yes, can't wait.
All right, I'm ready. I don't know who all is are here. If you guys are tuning in fact, I will move to chat. Oh, I have some people. Let's just say hi, Sonu. Hi, Fozzie. You made it. It's really early in Pacific time zone. And Rupa, that's another person from Pacific time zone. Hello. Uh, um, uh, uh, hello, Ma. Ali. Oh, Kevna joined in. Hi, Kevna. I can see you. Hi, Shalini. I see you too. Welcome back. And yeah, thank you, Kevna. We try to look the best we can, right, Manu?
Well, I don't get to be on, live. I mean, you are a pro now. I don't. So I had to spend some time this morning trying to look pretty.
You don't need to try, trust me.
So thank you.
And then look who's here. I have Jasmine. Jasmine, you made it. It was Jasmine's son's birthday 2 days ago, and I know you have a party and you took time out. I That means the world to me. Debbie, you made it too. She is part of me, a writer like me. And look who else made it, Manu. Anu Didi.
I
Yay!
know. She had to see her sister live.
That's right. Yep, and a lot of moms are in the audience. You guys, happy Mother's Day weekend. This is our weekend and we are celebrating all of you, just not my book. So, yep, I see some responses. This is awesome. And look, I see Harpreet. He is my brother-in-law. He's a brother to me, older brother. Welcome. Thank you, Harpreet, for joining. And we are almost. And look, we have one more friend. Hello, this is exciting. Good to see everyone. That's awesome. That is amazing. This is a great way. So this tells me that I have an audience. And now, are you guys ready to look at my book cover for House of Milk and Cheese for the first time? For some of you at least.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, let's
Ready?
take a look.
Yes.
It's taking too long. Here you go. All right. Now tell me, what do you guys see?
We see House of Milk and Cheese book cover reveal.
Yeah, so you see it. All right. I am a little bit slow, you guys, this morning, but it is getting there. So the curtains are drawing. The first book cover is the ebook version. It's been designed by Josephine Blake. Check her out. She has a really cool website, coversandcupcakes.com. And she did an amazing job because to the cover, she brought my setting and as well as Sienna. I am trying to do this. Oh, no, I wasn't trying to do that. What do you guys, all right. So what do you think?
I mean, it looks really good. It makes me want to really grab that book. I mean, if this book is sitting, at Barnes and Noble, I really think I'm gonna. I mean, your title, I said, that's really catching title, and I know you talked about it last weekend. Because for someone like me, I'm like, why did she pick this title? So you really talked about it, explained, which made sense. But the book just puts it all together.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? Thank you. The comments are trickling in. Continue to do that, you guys. I am so glad that you can catch this live. In fact, I'm going to move on And the next one is the whole book, and I can read out a little preview of the editorial review, because we had this book has gone through a lot of revisions, and some people, advanced readers, have sort of read it and told me how they felt. This is the full book cover. I'm holding it, and I'm just going to read the back side of it real quick. It is about an athlete, a therapist, a murder, a medal. Sienna Singh can run fast. She's just slow in discovering where she belongs, wedged between her traditional Punjabi family and her Western beliefs. She clashes with her father on everything until she can no more. Dr. Silverstone is a therapist whose primary purpose has been one of being an exemplary mother, but her daughter is dead and her son is in jail. She understands loss well and is eager to help her patient Sienna. However, everything changes when the doctor discovers the hideous truth that connects her to Sienna. House of Milk and Cheese is the poignant yet heartwarming story of a young woman whose pursuit of overcoming her demons makes for a nail biting drama as she realizes to seek redemption is to pursue the impossible dream. And my editorial review, if you haven't read it, is from Navraz Bazari. She is a lifelong writer, a professional writer. She's a documentarian. She's made several documentaries in India, and she's a previous creative director at Prima Films and radio producers for Vocalo, a Chicago public school. And she says House of Milk and Cheese will stay in your mind as a narrative of our times for many immigrant families in the tumultuous journey in finding their own success within the American landscape. That's my back cover and front, you guys.
That sounds awesome.
Thank you. And yes, that's awesome. So then, before we go to editorial comments, I'm gonna unshare this, because I believe Manu and Ali, you have some questions that you've been asking me, and I'm like, why don't you just ask here in front of the greater public? Manu, you want to go first?
Sure. Let's see. So one of the questions, which I mean, I don't talk much about your book with you because I want to keep that suspense and I don't want to, know much. So, but I keep hearing from, I mean, we just recently met, or your messages or anything. I keep hearing about Sienna Singh. So I kind of have drawn a picture about her, but then, I haven't heard about any other characters. Obviously, there are a bunch of other characters that are bringing Sienna Singh, to life. So, do you want to talk about who are the other main characters in this book, and what their role is?
Absolutely. There is Tiana's father. It goes without saying. It's really the book at the core of it. It's a relationship, sometimes dysfunctional, between a father and a daughter. And her father also plays a symbolic role about the dreams the US stands for, like for the immigrants. And because he is an immigrant, he came here with those dreams. And he dreamt very effortlessly. But then there's her therapist. I really do want to talk about Dr. Silverstone, because she is a great mother, and she is close to retirement, and she's a great therapist, but she's finding herself as she's retiring that she's failing in her one aim was to be a mother. She's just failing to do a good job. I think she's a wonderful mother, but it is hard for herself to give herself credit, and so many of us are like that, right? Aren't we? Like
Yeah.
there are bad days and we feel like we are not doing the best we can do better. And to me that's what she is, because she's lost a daughter, and it's difficult losing a child, and her son is very different from her. And so Debbie, I can't wait for you to read this book. So so really, thank you. Keep the comments coming, you guys. And I'm not sure if I can see all the comments, but towards the end, we're going to tally all the comments, and I promise you, you will be in the raffle. Keep it going. Did I answer oh, so other characters? Yeah, so that was we talked about her father. We talked about Dr. Silverstone. But there's one person, there's an unsung hero in Sienna's life, because really her life really centers around her father. And the person who is not after the big accolades or limelight, she is the pillar behind Sienna, and that's her mom. Sienna's mom. And and it's fitting that we talk about her as well. She's calm. She provides this therapeutic ointment to Sienna, who's restless, and um, she's forgiving. She's strangely humorous in difficult situations. Something it gets really hard, and there's a joke that comes out of her mouth. And really, she symbolizes the unconditional support. So I can't wait for you to know more about Sienna's mom.
I can't wait either. Talking about mom, and it's Mother's Day. I'll just jump to my next question, which we all know you are a mother of three beautiful kids, handsome and beautiful. Um, so, what do you? I mean, I know you spend a lot of time writing. I've heard you say that like you've ignored your laundry, you've ignored other things. So, I mean, obviously, I mean, if you are writing a book, I mean, I can't even imagine, but you've written two already. So how does it, do you think it takes away your time from the kids? Or do you think since you are following your passion, it's making you a better mother?
So I'll answer it this way. I am a hands-on mom, right? So
Mhm.
now, one of the things that I have zero tolerance for is, it's call it my disease, is like in the home, if we are in different corners, and that really drives me crazy. I'm like, if we are one family, let's do things together, let's read together, let's garden together, let's roll on the floor together. And so that I have a pet peeve around that. So I feel uh uh the writing has really helped in some ways, because you need that, but you also need individual space. As a mom, as a child, as a husband, as a wife, you need this space in your where that is only yours, and that's what writing has given to me. And I found that ever since that I started writing, it has solidified the joy of reading for my children. Like when I published letters from the Queen, like they knew, they found me on the computer writing and typing away. And usually it's in the evening times, right, when they've already slept, because my children are young. They were young as I was writing these books, and they would sleep
Mhm.
early. And so, but when I published this, and when they could hold it in the palm of their hands, like a light bulb went off. They're like, "Oh, mom, like you're an author." And they have grown this thing about worshiping an author, or really putting an author in a limelight, which is actually gone missing in today's social media world. We don't really perceive authors the same way we did, say, 20 years ago, right? And so, but I'm proud that in their heart, they have that innocence, they have that awe. Let me just put it that this way. And now, since I have Ali listening in, I feel what writing has done is I'm not always nagging him for being on the phone, right, Ali? I give you your space.
He better say yes here. He's online.
You're online, right? We don't want to have a fight online.
No comments. Ali's
No.
man of few words.
I'm going to check the comments real quick, because I do have one more comment on that. Um,
Oh,
there are yeah. What's that?
Jasmine said that going back memory lane to the elementary school in Kapurthala, Ramneek has been penning since the earliest days I remember. Which I know, that's very true.
Yeah, so Jasmine and I were best friends. We were classmates. We are born 23 days away. 20. I can't do the math right now on live video. But like our life trajectories have sort of taken very parallel paths. And I remember we used to meet every Friday. And it was ninth grade. Jasmine, I don't know if when we had Gill ma'am, and she said, "Write." And really, I give credit, and I think Jasmine loves to read and write as well. 23 days apart, Jasmine says, so that's it. And so, so yes, yeah, Jasmine she's seen my craziness from a very young age.
And I've always told Ramneek that sometimes I'm not a I mean, I don't think I'm a great, I mean, nobody's as good a writer as you are amongst, all of us here, I think. But, sometimes it's like, I just want to convey my thoughts to you so you can put it in words, write it down. So you can just, hold on to those thoughts and put them in memory and just put them somewhere and, go back to them. So, I mean,
Yeah,
it's actually good if you can write, not everybody, I mean, everybody can write, but I feel we don't make an effort to just, put our thoughts in words and pen
yeah,
them down.
yep, absolutely. I'm going to go through some of other comments as well, if you guys don't mind. So Rosie Auntie, I love Sienna's mom as well. Thank you, Niti, for tuning in. This will, Sonu says, Amrit Kang, this will definitely be good for us. What's 1.5 generation? I mean, I've
Where do
heard
you
millennials or Gen X. No, but you're right. I think what you mean is people like our parents, Sonu, your dad, Gogi Chacha ji, he came, right? He was like Sienna's mom, father, parents, right? And so I think that's what you mean by 1 point. Definitely for someone like you, Sonu, or someone who's like Sahaj and my children who are first generation growing up here in America, I think they can definitely relate to the differences in cultures. Because in India, I felt like there was a culture, like a generation divide between parents and children, right? And here
Mhm.
it's a little bit more. Definitely, that's. And Jasmine says, Manu, that was an amazing question. And thank you. I think, Sonu, you're as courageous. All moms are. We have a difficult job. And some of us gave up due to time constraints. Oh, writing. I wonder if you're talking about writing, Sonu, right? It's funny because Rosie Auntie, I'm going to share your private conversation here on live video. So I hang up and I say, Rosie Auntie says, "How are you?" And I say, "I'm a little burnt out." And she says, "It's totally self-inflicted."
That's true.
Yep. Yep, not 2.0 yet. So I think thank you guys. Keep the comments running. We can go. And so you talked about if writing takes away from my children. It does. Now that I have published, Manu, I find myself there are weekends that I'm tuned into, I'm wired into conferences, or I'm speaking at conferences. So I feel like that does sometimes take me away. But I make up for it because of this hands on. We're always doing things together outside of that.
Right. And I'm sure it makes you a happier mother. I mean, there's very few of us who follow our passion. And if you are able to, obviously, it makes you happier and it makes people around you happier. Right, Ali?
Makes me really happy all the time. The thing is that at home now there are books all over, and kids want more and more books to read, which is a
Right.
good thing because they are getting inspired by an author in the house itself, and which doesn't happen too often. So I don't know if we have lost more books than what we have in the house, but that's a different matter altogether.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely. And I don't read much fiction, so the only fiction I read is what she writes. Essentially, that's
That's
all.
exactly who I am, right? I have to read her book, otherwise, I don't read any fiction.
That is the theme of my life, right? I'm forcing you guys to read fiction. Hopefully, I'm making you making your time well spent.
Of course. I would be watching Netflix. So yeah, reading is definitely better than watching Netflix.
And
I think
Rosie
so.
Auntie is saying, I don't think your passion ever takes you away from the children. It makes you a better mom because you're taking of your own self as well.
I
That's true.
can't agree more. And to all moms, listen, because Rosie Auntie is like the best mom out there. Oh, and you know what Debbie says? Debbie is part of, she's like my writer sister, right? Like my writer friend. So she says she's our founder and fearless leader of Right Here and Right Now, our writers group. Great job. And so are you, you guys. I'm so happy you made it. You've made my day just by tuning in. Jasmine, WHWN is the local writers group. Debbie, myself, Helene, we met at a fiction class. It was just like for 8 weeks long or something. But we continued to meet after that, and we called ourselves Right Here, Right Now, really playing on the word right and right. Right? Does that make sense?
Hmm.
So yeah. And yes, let's not forget our since then we grew. And Eileen, I met her at 10-Minute Novelists. I don't know if any of them have tuned in conference, but she is the glue of our group. Really grown, amazing writer. And her book, in fact, I will be sharing her editorial review for House of Milk and Cheese very soon. Carry on, Manu, shall we?
Yeah. So one more question, which there was a time I used to read a lot, and every time I would read, and just fiction also, um, I always felt that there's always the message that you have to get out of the book. There's always, right? I mean, when you write, you're not just writing a story; you are trying to convey a message.
Yes.
So, what is it for this book that you want to convey to your audience? Like, if there's at the end, once I'm done with the book, what is that one takeaway you want the audience to have?
Can I give you more than one?
Go ahead. It's your show.
That our similarities are larger than our divides. When we remove the outward cocoon of outward appearance and the color of our skins, the fashion of our clothes, or the accent in our tongues, or the words in our sentences, when we remove all of that, we are the same. We are marching towards the same goal of fulfilling our dreams. We want to be accepted. We want to be loved. We want to belong at some place. And really, because we are humans, and these borders that we have between each other, they are artificial. They are not real. And this is a message. There's another message that the second one, really a close, a fast follower, is this taboo on um, health stigma, right? We have annuals about to check our blood pressure or our bodies, or we get our teeth cleaned, but we do ignore our minds. And I feel like life is so tough, and it is easy to internalize our issues. And I really want to convey through this book that it's okay to seek help. It's okay to reach across and seek help when you need it, and take care of your minds as we take care of our bodies.
That's a great message, and especially during the times, I mean, where we are right now and COVID, with the mental health. And I heard, there's so many people who have actually started seeking that help for whatever
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
So that is a great message, and yeah, thanks for conveying that.
It's awesome. Um, there was a comment. Fozzie says, found her therapist. Therapy along the way, providing the. Yeah, there are cultural differences, especially I feel like um, even within India, right? We are so diverse, right? But at the heart of it, we are all the same. We feel the same emotions and conflicts. Yep. Yep. Thank you, Fozzie. That's awesome. That's exactly what I feel. And Jasmine says, this is close to my heart, Ramneek, mental and mind health. Absolutely. Yep. Thank you. And Anu Didi chimes in as well. That's a great message. That's awesome. So you guys got to read the book now. And I will talk about where to get the book very soon too. So, Ali, do you want to jump in here?
Yeah, I have seen for last several years the way you have written these books, and I wonder how have you grown as an author here? Because while the characters are different, what's your journey between the first book that you published last year and this book? What has changed in you as an author? What have you learned?
So
Can you
I
share with
learned,
us?
yes, absolutely. And I'll try not to get technical here. But I have some writer friends, so hopefully I'll be talking to them. I learned that the editing of two different books is never the same. I felt like whatever I learned in Letters from the Queen, I could sort of apply it to House of Milk and Cheese. And it wasn't really one-on-one really relationship. Each book comes with its own set of problems, just like your children are not. You can't really compare them. But I learned a lot about marketing. Like when I was launching Letters from the Queen, I literally, the day night before the launch, I was like, I have no idea what I'm going to do tomorrow. But for House of Milk and Cheese, I proactively reached out to advanced readers. I did reach out to a number of places, knowing that only subset of them may find time to align their timelines with mine, right? Because my timeline is May. Um, and so I was very thrilled and happy to get feedback from the true advanced readers. And really, it is on the back cover of my book. If you open the book, it is on the first page, the praise for A House of Milk and Cheese, and you will see what they have to say. So it's just like buying a product in the market, right? So these are things I did not know the first time around, and I'm trying to remedy them this time around. um, I think my journey to learn will continue on beyond the second book.
Jasmine is asking, Ali, what is it like to have a writer wife? I don't know. In short, it's like being Kamala Harris's husband, right? No one knows him.
She's the VP, man. I have a long way to go.
I mean, that's how It's you are in the background, and but at the same time, on the serious note, it's it's a very unique. I feel like a very unique and special spouse because I don't know anyone else who's the same. So uh,
Honestly, let me just, I know that's not, but every time, and I've told, like being around Ramneek, it feels like, you have to bring your best out too. And, I mean, you just feel because, I mean, especially with words and all, it's like, okay, she's going to come up with all these things. And, I mean, every time, like if I'm feeling low or something, and if I talk to her, she always has these like beautiful words that you just forget about, what you are going through and you just fall into that trap. But I think she brings the best out in everyone.
Well, I'm glad to hear about me from other people. And if I didn't have you here, I would never know. Have known.
I have to be nice to you online.
Well, thank you. Thanks, Jasmine, for the question, and Ali, thank you. Thank you. Ali supports me for writing, so thank you for being there for me. I am. Rosie Auntie says, other than the story itself, the book is beautifully written, a joy to read. Thank you. So if you guys haven't figured out, one of my advanced readers was Rosie Auntie, because she is a voracious reader and she's read, her palette is really diverse. So really it means a lot coming out of your mouth, Rosie Auntie. Thank you for those words. And the best supporting spouse award goes to yay. All right.
so I had a question. Both the characters from the book last year, Anna and Sayana, I know they are different races and different backgrounds, but what's your relationship with them as a character? How do you feel about them in your own words? Because the stories are different, background are different, but both are female characters.
Yes. And I feel very differently for Anna and Sienna. Anna, first of all, shared the stage. It was a romance suspense, so she had to share the limelight with the hero of the book, Jason Barnes. Sienna too shares some of that spotlight with Dr. Silverstone, and if you read the book, it really does fit into the theme of the story. I relate to Sienna more because what she's going through, it can happen to any one of us. It could happen to me, it could happen to you, it could happen to the people I love, versus compare that to Anna losing her memory, being pregnant in Hawaii, right? That's something, it's a little bit, it could happen, but I feel like it was a little bit larger than life, and it had me worried for Anna's well-being like crazy. I remember when I was writing a few scenes, I was really worried for her. I wanted to help her, but the contrast that to what is happening to Anna, the person, Sienna's biggest enemy is Sienna herself. She is a very complicated, and she is flawed as a character, and she keeps things buried inside her chest until she explodes. but she's a fighter. She is, her journey goes from being a passive spectator of her own life, right? Going from there to fighting everyone, every person in her family, even for a cause much larger than her. And my only worry for Sienna is her, she herself.
Ozzy has some good comments around about mental health. I
Uh,
think they're scrolled further down. I can't get to them.
so I think she said mental health is a natural, it's a natural phenomenon. We all go through it. Sadly, some of us are scared to open up. We really are, and we are scared to seek assistance due to fear of being labeled unfit. That is so true, Fozzie. Thank you so much. That is spot on. And a time gone where people can open up to friends. Yeah, absolutely. Um, Debbie says, "Oh, I always challenge my fellow writers." I'm very pleased to hear that, Debbie. And you've learned a lot from my critiques. Likewise, my friend, I've learned so much. If I didn't have you as an alpha, if I didn't have you to critique, I know the whole of House of Milk and Cheese you haven't really read yet, but for whatever portion you did, that's awesome. Jay says all the best. Thank you so much. Ankur, Ankur Raheja, is that Aman's brother?
Yeah.
Oh, well, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Oh my goodness, we really did cast a net to India. Then I wanted some people from India joined.
There you go.
Ankur, you made my day. Thank you. And Jasmine is talking to Fozzie. She says she can't agree more. That's why we must look around for both our family, friends, strangers, and be willing to seek and to offer help. That's awesome. I love the theme of what this is taken because this is really true to the book. If you don't mind, can I share, if people are just tuning in, if you guys didn't do it, and I there is the most important part of our live today is left, that's the raffle. But can I show one more trailer on the book if you tuned in late? It's slightly different, but it'll touch the same vein. So um, Manu, Ali, you can talk to each other while I
So
do this.
Kevna is saying good luck. Can't wait for the book to be out. The book is out already on Amazon today. So please go and look for it. House of Milk and Cheese, and you have the link somewhere. You're gonna share, right?
Yes,
Later.
I will share all the links here in chat, as well as it is available on Nook, it is available on Kindle, it is available in paperback. It is coming very, very soon to bookshop.org to support the independent bookstores out there. So it's coming in all the platforms early. I am ready. If you guys are ready, here is I'm rolling the second commercial. Just a minor correction. It's not May 22nd. The book is already out. You can buy it right this moment if you want it. What did you think?
Just like I said, it's like a movie trailer, right? The way you did it this time, you just want to go watch it, and who knows, someday it might be a movie.
Yeah, I hope so. You know what? Why I really admire Sienna's father is because he has broken a stereotype. which exists in, especially in Indian culture, around women, their role. His aspiration for his own daughter is not to take care of someone else or to be a good wife, or to get married even. It's his dreams are much 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 wider than that, and that's why I'm really super excited to bring that on. Hey, we have Farad on the call. Nice to be here. Listen to something interesting and meaningful conversations going on. All the very best. Thank you. Thank you, Farad, for tuning in. And it means a lot. It means the world for everyone that who's tuned in today. Okay. Did you guys go through all your questions? Are you guys, if you are, we can go into the editorial reviews. I think it flows in, and how to buy the book and do the raffle.
Sure. Let's move on.
Sounds good. Okay, guys, if you've been tuned, don't go. This is not the right time to leave. I have to go
Jasmine is
through.
saying, Gurinder Chadha, are you watching? Yeah, I don't know what she's doing these days. She's not making good movies. Maybe she doesn't
We
have
all
good
need to
scripts.
contact her, probably.
I think I got on the bad list of Gurinder Chadha because I made too big of an outreach. You know, I went to, I was like, what if I just message how are you to her? But when I opened the messenger, there were 5 guns list pointing at my face. They were all questions, and I'm like, what is this? I've never seen that interface. And my fat finger accidentally selected one of it, and the message went. And I'm like, no, I wasn't messaging her yet. I didn't have my query yet ready, right? The bitch. And there was a nasty response, automated response. Don't ever touch. So I'm
Oh
like,
my
no.
goodness. No, we'll
So
start
yes,
tagging.
yes. So Debbie says, beautiful video, pull me into your book. That's awesome. No outreach is very big. So Jasmine, I'm gonna keep trying. I'm not giving up ever. So here we go. I want to go back to my screen share here. What do you guys see?
Yes, the book cover.
Okay, so wonderful. So first, I had shared some of Navraz's comments before, but he had more to say. So I'm very happy to say, but just it didn't fit the back cover. So she's is saying, besides it being the narrative on immigrant families, Mars D. Gill brings to attention the dynamics of racism and the process of grief and hatred that haunts the decisions her characters are faced within after the aftermath of a tragedy. Sorry, I'm mumbling. That many can relate to in our current state. Her characters speak with shocking sincerity as to what drives a person to negatively impact not only the victims of hate crimes, but their families, but their own loved ones as well. So that's Navraz. Then I want to talk about Eileen, and I have no idea if she is listening into this podcast. She is an amazing author. Her horror story got published last weekend in an anthology, and you know what? That's what I forgot. I have her book. It's sitting a floor above me. It's beautiful story, and I actually was going into some of the other short stories as well. They were really catchy. So do look her up on bookshop.org. She's one of the traditionally published short story author. And she says, Sienna Singh will grab your heart as she struggles to make sense of tragedy and fights to make her father's dream and her own come true. And I'm super thrilled. Rosie Auntie, I know she is listening. She is Lincolnwood Multicultural Task Force. She's retired community relations professional. She says beautifully and poetically written, full of subtle nuances and story twists. How one incident alters the trajectory of multiple lives has been captured with empathy in this heartwarming story of Sienna Singh. I found enough drama and suspense in House of Milk and Cheese to keep me entertainingly engaged till the end. Thank you. And so those are and Eileen and Helene are listening in. Debbie, thank you for that. Thank you, Sonu. I need all the luck I can get. But where can you buy it? You can buy this book right now. It is available on Kindle. In fact, right now, as soon as I finish, I'm going to give you all of these books. It's available on Nook if you're a Nook reader. It's available on paperback. If you don't have the links, or you lose the links, if you do go to Amazon.com, don't search for House of Milk and Cheese, search for Mars D. Gill. Really, the Amazon's key, it happens to be the author name. And House of Milk and Cheese just got published. It's really not indexed into the search. It's going to be buried under the search results. That's really the best I could suggest is to find it. Otherwise, and please tell other people as well. And that's all I have before I can perhaps share these links here in chat. So what did you think, you guys, about the reviews while I do this?
The reviews are awesome. I think I can't wait for the reviews that come on Amazon now after people read the books. So, and everyone who's going to read this book, I highly encourage to post the reviews on Amazon so that others can get drawn to the book as well. That's an important thing. So take time, few sentences. It's highly important that you write your reviews.
And my daughter Dua, she's turning 8 this year, and she had something to say because she's been super excited. It's Mother's Day weekend. How do we do this, girl? Let's try this. Oh, we are here. Let's try it this way. You need the speaker. Do you have something to say?
Yeah. Congratulations, you finished your book, House of Milk and Cheese.
Do you know anything about? Did you learn anything about Sienna today?
I forgot.
It's okay. You can forget. Thank you, baby. Do you want to chair the raffle? We're going to do the raffle now. Do you want to stick around and do the raffle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we have a person here. She's not going to be able to hear very well, but she'll see the winner before you guys do. So, guys, are we ready? Is everyone here?
Go for it.
Okay, wonderful. So I need Manu and Ali. I need your help. What I'm doing. In fact, I'm going to share my screen one more time. And I will just let me know what you guys see as soon as I share it. So Manu, I see your message. I saw very early on. I've been trying to go live on Instagram. It's not working. Technology, right? So you guys see my screen? I'm going to start entering names, and we're going to go through. We have Fozzie. Well, if you're Fozzie, yeah, but you're my Fozzie, so we'll know who that is. We have Kevna. We have Debbie. We have Helene. Well, let's go through the comments. I don't want to break the rules. We have Sonu. We have Jasmine. We have
Rosie auntie.
yes, we have
Harpreet.
we have Harpreet. The rules were, guys, comment, come engage with me, and you enter the raffle. If somebody brought you here, let us know who that person is. So we have Farhad, we have,
Ankur.
Ankur, we have Shaili. Did I say her name right, Manu?
Rupa came early on and then she left. So she was also there.
Okay, I will. That's fair. This is Rupa. And let's see, who am I missing? I know I'm missing some folks here. I'm going to start with Restream. If someone, Ali, if you can canvas YouTube.
Yeah.
I got Debbie. I got all these people here. Did I get Kevna? I think I did. So if you are tuning in late, what's going on is the raffle. It is the most important part of the day.
Did I get Kevna? I think I did.
Ah.
So if you are tuning in late, what's going on is the
Okay,
raffle. It is the most important part of the
Ali,
day.
I can hear you. I can hear myself through your audio. Or, right? It's you, right?
It's this, no doubt.
Okay, so is there anyone else, Manu or Ali, that I have missed?
I don't think so.
Did Sartaj chime in? I see his name pop in, but I don't know if it's in YouTube. Okay, mute is your best friend, Ali. Or is it me? Oh,
No.
maybe it was me. Okay, here we go. So is this good? It feels less. Guys, ready? I'm going to announce the first winner, and then I will announce the second winner. Are we ready, guys? Do something. Okay, Manu's ready. I'm ready. All right, Jasmine, don't go yet. And here we go. See, I told you, Jasmine, don't go. You are the first winner and of this book. So I'm going to send you a lovely mug your way. It has a nice little picture of this beautiful cover of House of Milk and Cheese. So get ready to drink some chai and or coffee. I have one more winner. And I just want to make sure that we don't have any new names that pop up. So what I'm going to do is, since Jasmine is the proud winner of the first prize, I'm going to do this. You can see me. And let's draw the winner of this prize is going to get an autographed copy of House of Milk and Cheese. Absolutely free. Let's see. It's your mom. So it's good, because this paperback is not available in India. So Ma, you're going to expect a copy, an autographed copy from me, which is a little bit ironic and funny, but you are the winner, rightful winner of this. So congratulations to you. Congratulations to Jasmine. Thank you, Manu, for chiming in today. Ali, do you guys have any parting thoughts?
Just another reminder to read the book and write the reviews, please.
And buy the book.
Yes, please do buy the books. It's definitely supports indie authors, just not just me, but other indie authors that I see that I get. They're my friends, and really, it's really important to support them because it's art. Art is sometimes it's a difficult message to give through. So thank you, Rosie Auntie. Thank you everyone for coming. I will have another raffle going. I may just announce you since I have your attention. If you take a picture of yourself with the book that you bought, or you put a review on Amazon, and I will explain where. There is another raffle. There are more ways than one to win a prize. So I want you guys to have a wonderful Mother's Day. I hope you guys are happy. And Debbie's ordering the book today. Awesome. I can't wait to see your photo with it. And you guys have a wonderful weekend. What do you say?
So much.
Bye. Bye, guys.